What's up? What's going on? All the lovely people. How we doing? Everybody have a good weekend. Bernardo, Peter, Juan, Daryl, Peter, Juan, Happy New Year. Pursuing Profits, what's up, D? Jorge, Victor. Little buddies. Thank you, Jorge. Yeah, man, you guys hit the hit that like and notification bell, and be sure you subscribe if you've not yet. I gotta get to 1,000 subs, and then we can keep on going. I gotta get there so we can do the thing right. 74 people on, nice. Sean, I'm on the mend, brother. I played 4 shows this week, all with everything up here in my head, but I got through them, and everything went okay. Feeling pretty good, starting to feel better. Everybody had a good weekend, hopefully. Here we go, 80 people. Come on, guys. 80 people, 43 likes. 82 people, 43 likes. Let's get it to 80 likes. Pretty please. Hope everybody's doing well, man. Yeah, I sound better. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Tony. Cheryl. I missed some people here. There's Michael. What's up, Hawkins? Julius. Steve. Good to see you, brother. Steve, I like your profile pic, man. That's cool. You look like Morpheus. You look like Morpheus from what were those movies, man? The Matrix. You got that Matrix look going on, Steve. Steve Simius. I'm saying it right. What's up, DP? The Saint. What's up, Harry? Mr. Miggy, Dustin, Damar, Jerry, Flav Cuts, yo. What's up? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Good to see everybody. Hopefully your weekends went well. You got to see some good friends and your family and get some rest, hopefully. I'm on the edge here, man, about the old spy. What we going to do, guys? Thank you, Boosted. Football and options. It's a perfect evening. I like it, Brian. What's up, Richard? Raymond? How are we? I noticed this 200-day moving average. The 4 hours respected it. The daily's nowhere close to it, but we're about to reclaim it on the 1 hour, which would be bullish to me, man. That would be it's going to be my first bullish indicator, and we've got to get. If I can bring this back up here, oh my God, I'm on the wrong ticker. I'm sorry, guys. That Tesla pulled up. I'm not a Tesla guy. Here's the 4 hour. So, this big long channel we had, I'm going to take, extend it off here. You can see this channel that we had. Relatively easy. That ain't it. Something like that. We broke down out of that. We had this bearish head and shoulders move. Here's your left shoulder. Here's your head. Here was the right shoulder. And I was kind of prepared to come down here and break this neckline and feel this gap. You might even see it better on the daily. Yeah, here we go. But that's not what we got. We've come down and tested the top of this structure back here a few times, and we just couldn't break under it. I really expected to break this 582. Let me put extended back on. I'm on the daily. Somebody was asking me a second ago if you could see this on my screen. Is my camera covering that up? Right here. Somebody was asking me where the night hours were. It's right here. Auto for your y-axis, extended hours, nighttime hours. Because some of these tickers trade overnight now. Webull has updated. Your new update should be like this on the bottom right corner, okay? Peter, I will take you up on that. Ionic Silver. Drink it, uses an Express. Okay. Kadria. Boosted life, thank you. Thank you, Shelly. Peter. What is that? Ionic Silver? You got me wondering. It was a sinus infection, actually, but I would have took anything to have been able to sing the past week at all my shows. Anyways, I fully expected this to start. Man, this move right here looked like it was going to give it to us last week, and it didn't. I really thought we were going to come on down and start hitting into this 577 and breaking under it. It just didn't give it to us. Market's too strong. Overall, I was in Miss Mary's thing earlier for her Zoom class, and thank you, Peter. She was talking about sideways action, consolidation, and really, overall, it is. If you come over here to your drawings tab, with this rectangle, we're in a sideways movement. I can kind of highlight it like this and show you. To me, the ultimate bottom, like if we broke under this 575, we'll flush another 10 points to 565 quick down to this crap down in here. But it ain't looking like it's going to give it to us just yet anyways. This last move has kind of reminded me of a double bottom on this 4 hour, with this being I guess this would be the neckline. If we come up here, I fully expect us to get back towards 600, 601 this week. First order of business for tomorrow is 592.50. Right here. You could really call it 592.40, I guess. That's what we got to get over first. So if you want to put this on your charts, chart this with me as we go. Then we'll go over our setup in the morning, how we set it up for any new people. Michael, I wouldn't doubt that one bit. It's going to be a slower year. If we go back to the daily and look at where's January? Right here. We started the year at 465, right in there. We're finishing the year close. You know, we got the 608. I wouldn't doubt 700 by the end of the year. If I think all politics aside, from the from what we got coming into the White House and all that good stuff, I think it's more business oriented and more concerned for the markets and the crypto market too, to boot, especially with Elon. We could see a good year. I don't know that we're going to see this year again though. This was a pretty good rocket. But I don't play. I may start doing some of these leaps with Josh when he starts doing them, because I've never played leaps much. But I'm definitely more of a level to level person. That's why we day trade. That's why I like it, because I feel like I can control with options. I can control the risk easier. Any new people in the house tonight, feel free to ask any questions. If you got any questions, how we do our setups. Just as far as tomorrow goes, go ahead and make you a line at 592.50, 592.40, somewhere in there. Left over from our morning structure, which we had a hard time with. This gave us some issues Friday. This was 2 hours worth of junk right here. All this crap. So I like making a little range right there. We get back into this. We could come back. We could definitely come back and test that. It would make perfect sense. I'm going to put this there. You can get that rectangle under your drawings tab right up here with the pencil. The next one past the trend lines. You got all these parallel channels, polygons, rectangle. I love using the rectangle because you can diagram a range really easy. I'll even use it intraday when I feel like I've found a place where the market's consolidating a little bit. And if I only want to play the breakout, then I'll extend it over. And then I would play this candle as it crosses over. For momentum trades, just playing the breakouts. I could have caught that whole thing right here on these 5 minutes, and waited for the candle to come up. Just box trading. It's really good for scalps, for quick trades, if anybody does that. I feel you, Michael. Might not be a bad play, man. I don't know how much those go for. Let's look at calls for June, maybe. What'd you say, Mike? 6-7 months out. Yeah, let's look at. Okay, here's May 30. And what kind of strike? I mean, if you're going way out of the money for, man, those get expensive, huh? If you put all on here, how far down does it go? So if we do May 30, okay, here's your divider. 630s. It'd run you $700 a contract. 635s are about $600 a contract. That's not a bad idea, man, for a swing. I mean, that's giving it some time. 630s not. I would maybe wait till we cleared 600 before I started doing that. Before I started looking for that far out. As long as, not a bad idea, though. I'm not a leaps guy, but that could work. Let's go back to the chart for a second. So if you've not marked it yet, guys, 592.60, 592.40, somewhere in this neighborhood. You see your top right here. you got to start making new highs. So I automatically mark the top. You had some. Let's see here. Let me get a question or two. Glad you're here, Anthony. Jerry, for a beginner, how many call or puts should I start with? Jerry, I tell most beginners to start with 1 or 2 until you're used to executing the trade, getting in and out of the trade fluidly with no issues, creating your orders. You know, what platform do you use, Jerry? I hope some of you watched my Weeble video that I put out, the little stop loss video. I hope that helps some of y'all. I'll do another one. I'll do another one this week and make a buy order and a sell order at the same time. Somebody told me you could do it all at once. And then I'll do another one this week on the desktop version. I don't use desktop much just for my charting. I don't execute my trades with it. I do it on my mobile. So Jerry, I'll tell most people 1 or 2 contracts if you're just starting with options. And I only do the SPY. It's a great place to start doing the SPYs or QQQ. That's right, Anthony. I agree, buddy. My message is still on screen. Need 2 pieces of How do I unpin his comment? Did I pin it? Which one was it? Let me bring the video up. I'm sorry, guys. How the heck did I do that? I didn't mean to, brother. The stars at it. Oh, this one. There we go. Did I take it off, guys? Is that it? Sorry. Sorry, fellas. Sorry. Sorry, Robert. I think I got it. Tony, how do I see all the strikes on mobile? I missed the trade on Thursday. I could not see the strike price. Okay, Tony. Let me pull my mobile up. I'll make a video and pin it on the Discord. But, Tony, if you see, this is just the SPY screen, right? This is just my chart. Down here at the bottom left corner on mobile, it says trade and options. Sorry. Trade and options down there at the bottom. You're just going to tap that options button, and it brings up the strikes. When you bring that up, there is a little settings icon in the bottom right corner. If you tap it, it will ask you how many strikes you want to display. I've got 30 on mine. You can do 6, 10, 20, 30. If you do 20, it's going to show you 10 that's in the money and 10 that are out of the money. So 20 or 30 is probably plenty unless you're doing long dated leaps. Okay. Because generally we pick the one, the next one out of the money. So if I were doing, we're doing 1 day, January 6th. I scroll down on calls. Out of the money right now is $5.92 at $1.45 a contract. The next one's a $5.93, and it'll, you're scrolling down for more. I don't go too far out of the money on these, but it'll look like this. If you can see that, hopefully. Did it get it up there? And that settings icon's in the bottom corner, buddy. It's like the two little bars, two little settings bars. When you do that, it's just switched your tabs up here at the top. It says chart, options, news, feeds. If you do chart, you're here. You can tap it up here where it says options also, and it'll instantly bring up the strikes for you, okay? Hopefully that got you. And normally Josh and I will do 1, maybe 2 strikes out of the money, especially on the SPY, and we only do market orders, okay, on the SPY. What's up, Daniel? How far you go back to draw support and resistance on your screen? Jerry, it's a good question. So, depending on how we're coming into levels kind of makes up my mind, how far I go back. When I'm just doing it for, like, say I'm getting it for tomorrow, things that are in range of what I think can move tomorrow, I might go back 1 or 2 weeks. I definitely want to look back at last week and see what was happening and the week before. And if I'm only going back to right in here, well, I missed a large portion of the move, so I might have, I may have to zoom on out a little bit, go to a 1 hour, go to 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hours. And I'm trying to find consolidation, and I'm trying to find points where we have resisted and supported before. Does that make sense? So up here at the top, I'll get rid of my rectangle here to show you again how I come into that. We traded up here. While you're doing it, it doesn't look like it so much, but if I was going to chart this, I would come to my drawings. I come to this first one where it says trend lines, and I do horizontal line. And I really want to find the top of this range, which seems to be, to me, that's pretty close. So things start looking a little easier for me. Now, I see one that's kind of stuck up here. I'm going to stop on it. It's right at 607. That makes sense to me. And I've got another one right here. This is stopped right here and right here. So there's 2 touches on this, okay, on this horizontal line. There's 605.75. You got a little bit right here at 606.50. The ultimate thing on this, I'm also going to catch the bottom. And the most that I can catch in here, 1, 2, 3 times it held right here. That's at 600.70. Now, when I come over and look, we try to run at it right here once, twice. And we got up into this structure. This is just all structure. This is how I identify structure. So I make that rectangle, and I shade in this structure. And I see when we're coming back into this, I know we're coming into resistance. Miguel. Oh, man. I love that. So just to finish my thought, this is when I find structure like this, I know when I come back into it, it's gonna give me trouble. It's just kind of common knowledge thing. I'm not a guy that can sit here and explain everything to you, but I know this now. Structure is structure, and when you come back into it, it creates resistance and support. So what I would like to do is break through this, and when we break through it, we're going to have to come back at some point and show that it's going to hold. Then it's considered support. Does that make sense to you? I hope so. Jerry, that's the best way I know how to explain it. And then if I go back to within, let's do a 10-minute chart. I like 10s and 15s for recent times. I'm pretty certain, after looking at this, we came right up to the top of this range, 592.50, which is also where we were at pre-market back here on Friday. And it's awful doggone close. If I make another line, I'll do a horizontal ray this time just so it comes only to right here. Look at this peak right here where we held that day. Right there. 590.70, I'll call it. Yeah, 590.67. Right there. That's also the top of all of this pre-market structure. That's the high of this day. Right at the high of this day. It's off a little bit from this, but this general range, if you just catch the bodies on these, it's right on it, man. So that's a good line also. And looky there. We're right back in it again right here. So, why did it do that? Okay. So 591 is your, see how that lined up? Perfect. These lines start coming back into play. If you mark them as you go, it's really good to mark them as you go. I think 592.50 is our next thing of resistance. It might bust through that in pre-market, so I don't make too many call-outs tonight. I'm saying right now, if we start clearing 592.50, we can get a run towards 595. That's my good assumption right now. Let me take this volume profile off and we'll mark it together. I need to get rid of some of these. I'll get the questions in just a second, guys. Everybody having fun? Everybody doing okay? Patrick, can I trade Spire QQQ with a small account, or should I say, do you have any strategies? Yes, you absolutely can, Patrick. I trade with a small account. And when I say small account, man, you could take $500 or $1,000 and trade 2, 3, 4 SPY option contracts 2 or 3 times a day. And your money settles overnight in Webull, then you got all your money back again the next day. Okay? So you can trade it with a small account. It needs to be deemed a cash account, not a margin account, so you're not under the 3-trade PDT rule, okay? How can I access the charts on Webull desktop? Lillian. Okay, Lillian. There you go, Tony. So that helped you out. You only had 6 selected. Sweet. Let's see here. If you go, Lillian, I'm on a Mac. I imagine the desktop's the same on a Windows PC. You can also do online through your Webull account. if you come up here to trade with level 2, top left corner, that's where I'm at. Here's your watch list. Here's your stocks. Markets, screener, custom. I come up here where it says trade with level 2. And you can open. Does it say this up here at the top? Lillian, for you, positions, orders, options, chart. Like this chart, I'll remove that one. Okay. So I only have this chart here. If you want to add something, you come up here to these. Right click. Well, you don't have to right click. You can just click it. Add a widget. And then you add a chart right here. Hopefully that guides you the right way. If you need more help, Lillian, hit me in the Discord and I'll help you. I'm gonna hopefully very soon should be able to start doing one-on-ones with people if they want to book me. But you just hit that chart button and it'll give you a fresh chart like this. And then I'll come here. I'll set this up for you just like I do mine for anybody new, okay? Okay. Here's where I start. Go ahead. These things here come up standard. I add VWAP, the MACD, RSI. Okay. Volume bars come baked into your chart, so I don't add another sub chart of just volume. You can. It's a little bigger, I guess, for you, but I don't. Then I come down here to the bottom right, and I turn on extended hours. Okay. The next thing I do, it's on a 1 minute time frame. You can add your time frames right here, 1, 5, 30, all this. Right here next to where it says 1 month, there's a drop down tab. Hit that drop down tab. Now, you can put a star by every one of these you like. And I'll star out. Sometimes I'll use a 3. I've always got 5, 10s, 15s, 30s, 1 hours, 4 hours, and then the day, week, and month. Now, all those are saved for me. Now, they're all right here, quick and easy to get to. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. This has got all my drawings still on it, but none of my indicators. Okay, let's add an indicator. First thing I'm going to do is come to the indicators tab, hit the drop down. I'm going to check EMA. Scroll on down. I've already got VWAP checked. And there's my MACD and my RSI. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is go to indicator settings. And you can always go back and watch this, guys. I know it. Now, this always throws you off because it always highlights this stinking EMA for some reason. Just the regular standard moving average. You got to highlight EMA. And then you click style. Okay. This lets you check which ones you want. Inputs lets you change the length of them, of your bars, of your moving averages. So this first one, I don't even check. It's the 5. I don't use it. I come here, change this to the 9, and I go to the last one. I change it to the 200. Okay. I'm going to hit style. And I need to check those in so they're checked on my chart. Then I'm going to change the color to what I want. Say I want green. Okay. Then I can change the thickness of the bar. Make it thicker. See how it popped out on me? You can come here and make it a dotted line. However you want it. Okay. Go down to the 200. And I usually make it red because it's the last thing I want to see broken or bounce. Click OK. And make my bar a little thicker. Now we're going to go to VWAP. Highlight it and check it. You can change it whatever color you want. I think I've been leaving it gold because it's a golden indicator. And I'll make it pop out a little more, right like that. Then you hit done. Now that should show you. You can go back. Anybody can go back and watch this anytime. That's the only 3 indicators I use on my chart. 9 EMA, VWAP, and the 200 EMA. Okay, guys. Lillian, hopefully that helped you. Anything else, you just holler at me in Discord. I'll help you, bud. Tony P. Dorrance, how do we know when to scale up our options? Does average cost matter? Dorrance, do you mean scale up as in buy more in the same play? I think upon confirmation. So let's look at this for instance. If I were going to buy early, this was my morning structure. Right here, this gold line. Let's make them blue. They can stand out a little more. Okay. These 2 blue lines, guys. That was our morning structure that morning. This is how we start our day off on a 5-minute chart. We take the bottom of the body of these first 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. Wherever the bottom of that body is on the first one or the last one, whichever one's got the lowest point, put one there, and then you put one on the top. That's just a horizontal bar under drawings, under your trend lines, horizontal line. Okay. That's morning market. We had 2 hours before we broke morning market on Friday. It was a chop fest. I had one play here for like 30% on this candle, but it wicked and stopped me out, but I still had a big win on that one. 30, 40%, something like that. Could have had it again right here. Maybe it was this candle that we got it on. I think it was. Because it bounced perfect off the 200. And you can see why I use the 200 with the 5-minute chart a lot. I mean, it tapped it and bounced. It holds. It's kind of a support zone. Okay. And often when it breaks, it's going to break. It's going to come on down. Now, early entry on this play to go to the upside was, I would say, this kiss off of VWAP. Once we held VWAP here and it cleared my 9 EMA, you gotta catch a candle crossing that structure. This candle was crossing. I was willing to take a little bit of risk right here on this candle as it crossed. And the only way I would have scaled up was if this next candle continues making a higher high. And it's confirmed. Okay, now it's closed the candle over structure. Right here, I may have seen if it retraced half this candle and bought more or wanted a touch of the 9 EMA and loaded more. When I'm not super confident in it and it was moving slow, I don't know that I scale up. You got to make up that. That's kind of on your own risk tolerance. You can take one single position if you're coming in early and then add 2 contracts, as long as the momentum and the candles are continuing. This one closed green, so you could have maybe added one more here you had a little bit of a move here. This still wasn't a huge move. It was a trend day, but it was a slow trend day. I will say that. Okay. I got to catch up a few. Lydia, I've not been activating the 24 hours. What's it look like here? I think I have, actually, on my mobile. Let's go back and look at it. There's not... It can give you a peak. You still can't trade options during this. These are only for shares. I guess you could do futures on some of it. But there's not, the volume is very low on this stuff during these hours. Look at this, 56, 2,000. This is displaying your volume up here on each candle bar. These are low numbers. Now look up here, 500,000, 700,000 during regular trading sessions. It can help. I won't say it hurts, but you can use it if you want. Sometimes it helps draw the line for you. What's up, Love Cabs? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to go live tomorrow morning, Randy D. Juan, I've been switching all over the place. I look at everything. 1 hour, 15 minutes, all this stuff. Yeah. Don't forget to hit the likes, guys, and subscribe if you've not yet. I've got to get over 1,000. I'm gonna go back here to Steve. When to look at RSI and MACD for entry on a trade. So I'm not sure when and why looking. Okay, Steve. Let's get your question. Let's go to Trading View. We'll do the 1 hour. Okay, Steve. So this is one reason I was bullish Friday. It was choppy. But if you notice, let me get it zoomed in here. It was hard for me to bite on much early that morning because it was so choppy. But on the 1 hour, it gave us the RSI. The RSI pushed up. What time was this? I mean, at 9:30, 9:35, it was over 55 and pointing upwards. And when this MACD started crossing this, it was also pointing up. You look, I mean, it's not a super steep up curve, but it was pointing upwards, and we crossed this. The MACD's divided in half. In the middle is the zero line. When this signal bar crosses up over the zero line, it's very bullish. It's very bullish. So often the 1 hour will give me more confidence on the MACD and the RSI. I'm constantly looking at it. It's a great tool. I'll show you a super good example of SWJ. And some people that were live with me a week or two ago watched me do this on the daily time frame. I want y'all to check this out, man. This was a perfect. I was a little proud of this one. Okay, look at this. I started entry on TradingView on the MACD. You see these bars start to color in differently as it's altering the direction. Obviously, the higher the time frame, the better the indicators are. On SWJ, it's a crypto, but works in the same way. You can see that as this MACD was coming down, price was coming down, MACD was down, RSI on the daily let's start right here, started dropping on the daily, okay? And then the MACD never crossed under the zero line. I saw it start curving back and flattening out right. You can see it right here. Look at how flat the bar gets. I'll draw you a ray here. Look at how flat this bar gets right here. Right there. So I started building a position. This was a swing trade. This often works. This works on smaller time frames too, but you can use this on a 1 hour. As it held over the zero line, which is bullish, and started giving negative bars back to us, started discoloring in like TradingView does. It was early entry for me to go ahead and start building a position. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 4 days. Yeah, I think about 4 days worth, and I split all my buys up right here because the bodies of these, you could use the wicks too. They weren't breaking under 398. It was a good support. And then this RSI started pointing up, and we finally got a cross up too. But when it started pointing up, and I saw this MACD hold over the zero line, that was very bullish. And then sure enough, the daily crossed up, and we got an explosive move. That was a big win for me a few days ago. So that's a really good way to use the MACD. When it remains over top on the zero line, like this 1 hour right now, I've been watching it all day. It tried to cross up right here. It's still over the zero line, still bullish in my eyes. So if this holds on the 1 hour time frame, and we get this cross up on the signal, it's gonna, with a good RSI. RSI's got to follow. RSI over 50, we're gonna move up. Your next resistance, these highs here, 535, just about. If we start making new highs, I may take a scalp, but I'm waiting for a pullback ultimately on SWJ. Either way, that's how that MACD plays out, Steve. Hopefully that helps you some. Is it possible to swap my account balance from Robinhood to Webull? I'd assume so, but I thought that. I'm not sure, Michael. It probably is. SC Nate, did you see my video that I did that I put out today? On your stop losses. When you go to let me see. Just trying to find it here. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys. Try to however many you want, please. $7. And you can display both. what I do on mobile is when I get to, if you didn't watch that video, go back and watch it. But once you, man, this thing keeps on. Yeah, once you go to your home screen, that's at about 3.5 minutes on that video, about the 340 mark. When you're on your home screen, it looks like this, brother. And your options down here in the bottom. When you tap on it, it will take you. Let me go here. It'll bring you to this. Okay? Okay, Nate? It'll bring you to that right there. Once you do that, you can tap up there at the top, just like I've got it diagrammed. It'll bring that option on a screen. You can also tap, when you bring that option up on a screen, it'll put your option on a chart. Now, the only way to do it quickly, let me give it for a second here and I'll show you. The SPY price is also highlighted in there, very small, right here. I think you have to flip, on mobile, you have to flip back and forth between it. The SPY price is in green, way down here real little. You can tap on it, it'll take you to the chart, and then you can swipe back and go back to the option. That's the only way I know how to do it on mobile. There's a spot on there where both of them are displayed, but I don't think the stop loss is displayed at the same time when both charts are displayed. I could be wrong. I'll check it again tomorrow when the market's open. I can't right now because I can't buy an option right now. But there's a real small, if you look on your screen when you got this displayed, on multiple of those screens when you're in a different tab, the SPY price is displayed really small. You can tap on that and it'll bring the SPY chart right back up. You can just swipe back and go back to your option. Some people think you got to go back to your home screen, pull the ticker back up. What's the best way to do is have your chart on a PC or on a tablet and your option on your phone where you can be adjusting it. That's the best way to do it. Some people don't have that. You only got your phone and you're out, maybe at work, and you ain't got but an hour, and I get it. So that's the only way I know how to do it, brother. Okay. Andres set one level for tomorrow right now on the upside. We got a break 592.50. Over that, I'll be interested in calls as of right now towards 595. Now I'll make more of a prediction in the morning when pre-market hits. Nate, thank you, buddy. Since you're looking at crypto, can you take a pic at Ondo? Yeah, I can look right quick. What platform are you using for? Harry, I'm using Coinbase to do all my buys and sells. And I switch it over to Coinbase Pro or whatever it's called. And the orders, the fees are really small, even on a market order. The fee's nothing. It's a nothing burger. I think 8 or 9. Let me look here. Orders. Here's a $9,000 order for $16 fee. This is pretty small. You can do, here's some, here's a $900 order, costed $2. So the fees aren't bad at all. You can't chart on here, but I make my buys and sells on Coinbase. And then the really micro coins like they were doing, do those on SWJ wallet and Solana wallet. It's all I've used so far. Hopefully that helps, brother. Circle Pit, you're welcome, brother. Thank you. Okay, D. Do you execute your orders on mobile or on PC? If you do it on mobile, you don't. It gives you the option on your sale list. You got a 1 contract, 3 contracts, or whatever. Now, let's say you buy 5 contracts. I would probably do 2, 2, and 1. I would do a stop on 2 contracts. You have to go back out. Do a stop on 2 contracts and a stop on 1 contract. And then when you go back to that screen like I've got on my video, all 3 of those stop loss orders will be on that chart. You can tap one and it'll expand it a little bit. You can move it around and then tap one of the others and move it around. But you need to divide it up into how many orders that you got, how many contracts you want to sell. Thanks, Ebony. See you in the morning. Yeah, it snowed on us for a couple of days here. It's got Camden. It sure did. I'll be on probably 10 or 15 minutes before the opening bell bats. In the option, you select market plus take profit / stop loss order correct on your phone. Daniel, I select, let's say when I'm buying, I'll just do buy market. When I go to sell, when I create the stop loss order, it's just a hard stop. Not stop limit or stop take profit or none of that. It just says stop. And that's actually a market order, but you can move your stop up. If it's 90 cents and climbing, say it gets to $1, I'll move my stop up to if I'm happy, I'll move it up to 96, 97 cents. Give it a little bit of range if it's still running, trying to run. Can you talk about AI agent coins? I don't know specifically what you're talking about, Force. Yeah, Daniel, you may be able to put it in at the same time. Somebody else told me that. I think once you do your buy order, I'm gonna try it tomorrow. Somebody else told me that earlier that you can do it on the same screen. You very well may be able to. Sunshine, you're trying to set your PC screen like mine. I'll guide you through that. So you can select 20, 30%, etc. Okay, Daniel. Yeah. I'd say you're right. There's several different orders on there. I've just got to using the ones that I like. I tell, man, play around with it some. Just do 1 contract if you're not sure. And play around with it a little bit. After how many minutes of hour after market open should you start looking at higher time frames? Steve, I will start After the first 15 minutes, I will start going to different time frames. Sometimes before then. But when it's time to start, when it comes time where I'm going to enter, I'll go back to the 5-minute. Camden, you can do it on both. The video I put out is on mobile. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. And on PC though, so you can see it on the PC. And it might be easier on PC. I don't know. I've just never executed orders much on here. It's been a while since I have. I've just got used to doing it right here while I've got 3 screens up. I can pop right here on the phone, and I'm watching it. I like to be able to watch the chart moving fluid, and have my option right here. Okay, that's what I like. But you can also create a chart with your option on it on the desktop also. Yeah, Camden, I'll do one tomorrow on the PC showing the desktop with Weeble. Yeah, Daniel, I think you can do exactly what you said, brother. Force within, I don't do swing trades much. I'm sorry. You can detach your widgets. Yes, Daniel. Daniel. Come up here. All these little corners. You can come down here and it'll give you a whole different layout. Day traders 2, more. Swing traders, options traders, futures traders. If you got this, look around at it some. And like I said, really soon, I'm going to be doing, people can book me for one-on-ones, and I'll help you walk through anything you want to walk through. I know this platform pretty well. It can help you set it up. When you get into, like, say this right here, what I choose? I chose Day Traders 1. Okay. All these little icons up here, each one of these squares is a widget. So if I don't subscribe to this level, whatever. I want to detach this or remove it. I'll just hit up here. Remove that level 2. If I want to add something, here's Turbo Trader, here's Trade. These are all widgets that you can add and take away. So when you find something that you want and you like, you can add it. I've just gotten where I'm set up here. As long as I can see price action in the chart, I can do everything right here on my mobile. That's why I've got it set up like that. And guys, I appreciate you so much. We'll look one more time. Like this is, I notice on the 1 hour, the 1 hour's coming into the 200-day moving average, EMA, which is also right at 592.50. So that's a big level. I think we got to break it. We got to get above it, take us up to 595. So put that on your charts. When you go, when I look at support under us, we got some support here at 591. Right in this area, 591.30. A little bit. That was also the high of the previous day, so that means something to me. Okay, we could back test it pre-market. We got to look at pre-market and see what's going on pre-market before we make any determinations. But these are a few levels I'm eyeballing. 589.40, 587.50, because that was morning market structure, and we traded in that junk for 2 hours. So technically, it should act as support if we come down and test it. On the low side, I would want to break 582 again for this move back to 580.50. That's a good support. You can mark these on your. This is a good support. 584.40. 1, 2, and again in pre-market there. That was that big flush that I got that day. That was a huge one. So there's you a few levels to keep a watch on. Clips, I do same day expiry, but after 12 o'clock or so, I'll go out a day. And I think for newer people, it don't hurt to go out a day. It slows the volatility down. So if it's brand new somebody, I was going to put my options up. I would say I'm coming here and doing options. And tomorrow's the 6th. I'd probably just go on out to the 7th. And then I'm going to select 1 or 2 strikes out of the money. You know, the 593, even the 594s on this is okay. If you're going out another day, you could go out 1 more slot, 2 more slots on the strike. Tomorrow, as of right now, if we were buying one, I would get this 592 or 593. That's what I would get. Same day. Okay. I tried for a second to do orders on PC on Friday. If you can set up turbo trader options, that seems really fast. I didn't get that far though. Yeah, Circle Pit, I think you're right. You just got to put in your parameters, what you want. If you want to do 2 contracts or 5 contracts or whatever. Daryl, thank you. YAO Ba, thank you. Appreciate you. Guys, I'll remind everybody, for my job a few weeks ago that I lost, I've got this moving into this full time, so I need your support. I've got my referral link in this video. If you come over here to where the video was, click that live stream and go out and visit it. If you go to where it says and go out and visit it, right here, it says more. Right there is my referral link. If you unsub from the Discord and resub with mine, you're supporting me. It gives me a percentage of it. And then I've also got my tip jars down here if anybody feels inclined. I appreciate anything. Appreciate everybody's support. Got a lot more stuff coming for you. Hey, looky there, 975 subs. 25 away, baby. 25 away. So this is, let me give myself a like. Boom. So that's my link. If you want to support me, that's how you do it. Let's see here. Where'd my comments go? What happens if you let your SPY option expire, Jerry? It'll go worthless. You just, however much you're down, when it expires, you're down. It'll execute it, sell it for you. Tony, thank you. Camden, I'll be live trading in the morning. Thanks, Camden. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that big time, brother. I'll get that video tomorrow for the PC. I'll screen capture it. I know if you come up here, let's say I just want to add a widget. That's how you do it, it's right here. And you say Turbo Trader Options. Okay. Now it's brought me to this screen. I want to go back to my chart. I go back to my chart here. You can pull up your options. Here's your orders, positions, chart. I just did this extra chart a minute ago just to display how. So I'll get rid of it. Remove chart. So here's my chart. Here's my turbo options. Now, I think right here, Okay, you can display 10. I've never done this, so give me just a second. Filters, underlines. Okay, and then you would put in how many contracts you want right here. So if you want to do 2 contracts, there it's got some already selected. So you can start with 1 or 5. Trade buttons. And there you go. You select market right here, brother. Hopefully that helps you, man. Market. And I'll go through this once tomorrow while I'm live, so I can record it. I'll just buy one for the heck of it. And D, thank you so very much. So kind and sweet. Thank you. How do you get your watch list on that side? Okay, I go back to my chart. Up here, edit watch list. Let's remove it. Let's see if I can add it back. Add a widget. All widgets. I may have to figure this out. General. Here it is, right here, bud. So hopefully that helps you. Add watch list. Right there. Now, let me take this all widgets off. I can do watch lists. Fold tab. Display mode. Simplified. I don't want it there. Yeah, you can move these around all over the place. I would maybe even drag it to another screen. Edit watch list, copy. I'll remove it again. I'll have to figure out how to put it over there again. But you got it here. See if I can get it. Add a widget. See it put it up here now. Watch list. Okay. Minimize. Simplified. I'll have to look into that. That's a good question. Sunshine, I hope I'll figure it out for you. I'll get it for you. If you put it up here, you can just click back to it with your charts and your options like we added. Recently viewed. Yep, I'll have to figure that out, bud. It was under this tab here how I had it. So I'll figure it out. We'll do it on the live tomorrow, okay? All right, guys. Hit the follow, hit the like. Appreciate it. I need to get to 1,000. How can you look at 1 hour time frame after just 15 minutes after market opens? Shouldn't the market be open? Yep, Steve. What I'm doing is looking like say we're on a 5-minute chart. I'll do this before I go. On a 5-minute chart, and I want to look at the 1 hour. I'll just come down here and see the 1 hour, so I can get a better gauge on the MACD and the RSI. Really is why I would want to be doing that. I'm saying, hey, from yesterday's lows, the RSI came down to 30, which is basically oversold, and bounced. And it's been giving me pretty much an uptrend ever since. So at opening, if I've got that kind of confluence and it's moving up, it's telling me something. It's telling me, it's okay to look at it on a bigger time frame because this MACD crossed right here and was also pointing upwards. So it was giving me more confluence that this was going to be a bullish day Friday. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? Guys, appreciate you. I'm going to have to wrap it up. How do you put an order in before bell open? You cannot put an order in before bell opens, Ace. Not on options. Posted a Discord 3K chat. GJ, I'll try. Oh, there you go, Brian Sullivan. Good till canceled. Yep. Mr. Clutch, what's up? Guys, much love. Remember, if you want to support me, go to my referral link. Sign up with the Discord that way. You have to go through the WAP app, cancel your membership, and then resubscribe with my link that Josh gave me. That's not Josh encourages it, wants me to do it, gave it to me so I could be supported through this. And I appreciate anybody that does that. There's been a lot already do it, and it means the world to me because this is my job now, and I need it. And tip jars in the comments there in the description. Appreciate any of that anybody gave, and I will be with you in the morning. We'll live trade some, okay? Thank you, Nate. All right, guys. I love you. Somebody asked for Dale, how to set that up. I'm not sure what that is. Is that Josh's 3K challenge? Will you be willing to show how exactly to set that up? Here's the 3K. Okay. That was Dale. So I'll go to search here. DELL. Bring that up on the chart. What the heck's it doing? There we go. Josh says $1,000 position size to 2025 strike price. Okay. February 7th. So you go to your options. Let's look at the strike. date, or the expiration date, February 7th, right here. Strike price, 122. So he's looking at these. Okay, he's looking at the 122s. They're running 435 on the ask. Or that's the bid. The ask is 445. And when you buy those, he says to do a limit order, not a market order. Stop loss strategy based on share price. 114 under price, exit option 123, 34. Okay. So if you buy this, that's the one you buy. You go back to your chart. He says under 114.60. So I would set an alert really close. Create an alert below 114.60. And then I would probably also add me a line right there in that neighborhood. And if you break under that on the share price, that'd be your exit. Okay? Not sure what that'll correlate to the option. You'll just have to watch the chart and then, set your stop loss on your option to correlate is what you have to do. Hopefully that makes sense. His first target was 123.34. So, yeah, right in there. Pretty good up move. All right. Hopefully that helped you. All right. Peace, love. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Nate. Thanks, Victor. Yep, GJ, Dell Stock. That was it. Hopefully that helped you, GJ. Thanks, D. I hear you pursuing. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Appreciate you big time. I'll see you in the morning. Okay. What to do to support me, Sunshine? I've got the tip jar on the video like I showed you earlier. I'll show you again. I'm going to open the video up. I'm going to open the video up. I'm going to open the video up. Okay. When you open the video, there's a place here. You click more. This is my link to the Discord. So you have to cancel your membership to the Discord and sign up with mine. And then that gives you that gives me the referral link, the percentage off of it. That Josh gave to me. So if somebody uses my link, it supports me monthly. A percentage does, not all of it, but a percentage of it supports me each month. Or you can add a tip on Venmo, Cash App, PayPal right here. Either one of those three links. I put them all up there. All right. Okay, hopefully that answered your question. I appreciate the heck out of you guys. We will see you in the morning. Love you guys.